Absolutely. Hey, we're gonna have a little fun here, John, because
Okay.
there's times where I get texts, WhatsApp, Facebook messages, and
Yeah.
my good friend Dimitri, who helps Belarus baseball a lot. He had Albert Pujols there last year
Right.
come
Right.
in. He's got an interesting question. It's from an international perspective as an
Hmm.
athletic trainer because they don't have as much as some countries may have at their
Right.
disposal when it comes to equipment. He asks how athletic trainers improvise abroad when they don't have the same access to a training room as in the U.S. That could be a whole show, but
Yeah.
let's talk about that.
That's a great question too, because part of being a part of that situation, and the reason they choose certain people, is you got to be adaptable. Um, Luckily, my strong point is my hands and my knowledge of how to use the hands to help a guy versus relying on machines or weights or anything like that, because obviously you can't take a lot of that with you. So if you it allows you to be a little more creative and improvise a little bit more, and frankly get back to your roots, to where you worked before you had access to all this stuff. So it is a challenge, uh, but I look at it as a positive challenge. When my son went with me over to the Premier 12 a few years ago, he's new school. He's used to using all these things. And he got to see firsthand what it was like to get back to the roots of saying, okay, do your thing with your skills. And that's a great question, because some of these areas that we've gone to, as you know, Pete, is just absolute nightmares for, everything happens at the hotel. You're not dressing, you don't have a training room at the stadiums or whatever. Everything happens at the hotel. So you just
sometimes
adapt.
hotels, maybe you're looking for some equipment that you might need. You ran out of something.
Yeah.
You might have to improvise with. I know, and again, I don't know what, but it could be a splint. There could be all kinds of things that you have to improvise with.
Right.
And you got to be creative.
Yeah. How about ice?
Yeah.
We go into some of these places, Taiwan and everything like that, or back over in Europe where they just don't use ice.
Right. Not even in their drinks.
Yeah, it's like, okay, what do you do? Well, sorry guys, we don't have ice, and let's just try something else. So it's a lot. It's not just an adaptation for us, but it's an adaptation for the entire traveling party.